Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to try and find answers which is related to our blueprints. Death is a subject that has fascinated humans for centuries. It is one of life's greatest mysteries and has been the subject of countless debates, philosophical discussions, and scientific investigations. While we know that death is an inevitable part of life, some people believe that death may not be the end. In this video, we will explore the question, do we actually die? When we talk about death, we often refer to biological death, which is the cessation of all biological functions that sustain a living organism. At this point, the brain has stopped functioning, and there is no heartbeat or respiration. However, some medical professionals argue that brain death may not necessarily mean the end of a person's consciousness. Many people who have had near-death experiences report a sensation of leaving their body and having an out-of-body experience. Some report seeing a bright light or a tunnel, while others describe a feeling of peace and comfort. While there is no scientific explanation for these experiences, they suggest that consciousness may exist outside of the physical body. Some religious and spiritual traditions believe in reincarnation, which suggests that a person's soul or spirit is reborn into a new body after death. While there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of reincarnation, some people report memories of past lives or a feeling of familiarity with people or places they have never seen before. The field of quantum physics has raised the possibility that consciousness may exist beyond the physical body. Some scientists argue that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe and may exist in a quantum state. While this is a controversial idea, it suggests that death may not be the end of a person's consciousness. Cryonics is the practice of preserving the body or brain at ultra-low temperatures with the hope of reviving it in the future when medical technology has advanced. While this is still an experimental practice, it raises the possibility that death may not be permanent if a person's body or brain can be preserved. Some people report receiving messages or having communication with loved ones who have passed away during a near-death experience. While this is difficult to study scientifically, it raises the possibility that consciousness may exist beyond the physical body and that communication with those who have passed away may be possible. Many people believe in the existence of a soul or spirit that continues to exist after death. This belief is often rooted in religious or spiritual traditions and suggests that death is not the end of a person's existence but rather a transition to a different realm of existence. Some scientists and philosophers suggest that the universe we live in may be a simulation created by a higher intelligence. If this is true, then death may not be the end of a person's existence, but rather a simulation glitch that results in the termination of the simulation for that individual. While physical death is an inevitable part of life, people can live on through their legacy and memory. The impact that a person has on others can continue long after they have passed away, and their memory can inspire future generations. Some people view death as a transformation rather than an end. This perspective suggests that death is a natural part of the cycle of life and that it leads to a new beginning or a higher state of consciousness. In conclusion, the question of whether we actually die remains a fascinating and complex subject that continues to capture our imaginations. While scientific evidence supports the idea that physical death is the end of life, there are many perspectives and beliefs that suggest that death may not be the end of a person's existence. Regardless of our individual beliefs, contemplating the nature of death can help us appreciate the preciousness of life and the importance of living it to the fullest. Since there is no scientific evidence to support the idea that consciousness exists outside of the physical body, there are many people who believe in the possibility of an afterlife or reincarnation. Advances in technology and scientific understanding may one day shed new light on the mysteries of death and consciousness. Whether death is the end or the beginning of a new journey, it remains one of life's greatest mysteries that continues to captivate our imaginations. What do you think about this intriguing question? Do we actually die? Do let us know your views in the comments section. Till then, I leave you with the wisdom of genius minds who is already aware of this experience. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. J.K. Rowling. Death is not extinguishing the light, it is only putting out the lamp because the dawn has come. Rabindranath Tagore. Death is the final awakening. Walter Scott. Death is a challenge. It tells us not to waste time. It tells us to tell each other right now that we love each other. Leo Buscaglia. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. We all die, the goal isn't to live forever, the goal is to create something that will. Chuck Palahniuk. Death is nature's way of telling you to slow down. Dick Sharples. The dead cannot cry out for justice, it is a duty of the living to do so for them. Lois McMaster Bujold. Death is a release from the impressions of sense, and from impulses that make us their puppets, from the vagaries of the mind, and the hard service of the flesh. Marcus Aurelius. Death is the sound of distant thunder at a picnic. W. H. Auden. Death unlocks your full potential, which is restricted by your mortal body, and you get a chance to experience that every night in forms of dreams during your deep sleep. The Boring Man.